Smart locks offer keyless entry and enhanced security through smartphone apps, keypads, or voice control. Ideal for homes and offices, they allow remote access, guest codes, and activity monitoring. Easy to install and use, smart locks combine convenience with advanced protection. In this video, we're going to show you top 5 best smart locks 2025. I am trying to list those based on price, quality, and more. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and never miss a product review. Number 5. Swiftfinder Electronic Smart Lock. High-strength zinc. The Swiftfinder fingerprint door lock is relatively basic compared to the locks we've reviewed above, but there are advantages to its bare-bones build. Sure, the device is not compatible with any app, so you won't be able to open and close the door via your smartphone. Even so, that means that the lock is also safe and protected against digital hacks. When you set aside digital intrusion, there's always the good old brute force approach, but the lock will have none of it. Made from high-strength zinc alloy, this device is more impact-resistant than most smart locks, basically immune to tampering and forcible entry. Its modules have passed the high-/low temperature test, vibration test, and aging test, making sure that the device will be able to adapt to any harsh environment. Alongside these mechanisms, the people behind this product have made its components waterproof, moisture-proof, and mildew-proof, so you do not have to worry about the elements corroding the circuitry. Considering the affordable price, we were delighted to find that the handle is reversible, making the lock more versatile and adaptable to different frames and needs. Number 4. Schlage Code Smart Wi-Fi Deadbolt Lock. Century Trim. The Schlage Code sports this less modern footprint/outline that we've come to expect from smart locks, and we can absolutely get behind this change. We've nothing against these sleek, polished devices that usually come with smart locks, but the product's century trim and matte black finish will flow much better with most entrances than these modern-looking devices. You can also choose the Camelot trim in satin nickel and aged bronze finishes, but we like the one we've described above the best. What we also like is the snap and stay technology that snaps the deadbolt onto the door, so you'll be able to install the lock within 5 minutes armed with nothing but one screwdriver. Plus, since the mechanism will snap bolt into place, you'll have both hands free, meaning you won't have to use one to support the lock as you're screwing the bolts. Though the lock does not necessarily look the part, it is as smart as its competition, at the very least. The integrated Wi-Fi module means you won't have to install the standard Wi-Fi bridge that you normally use to connect these residential door locking systems to the internet. Number 3. August Home Smart Lock Pro Plus. Ditching the keypad. The August Home ASL03 ditches the standard keypad approach and incorporates something new, something that we can appreciate even despite its flaws. Since the keypad has been removed, you won't be able to use PIN codes to access the space. In other words, this product is not fit to accommodate commercial needs and was designed for home use alone. When you take that into consideration, the flaws that we've mentioned above become negligible, and you start appreciating the product's strengths before them. It doesn't hurt that the strengths are numerous, including the compact and elegant rounded profile that was only made possible thanks to ditching the keypad. Everything you need to install this lock comes with a package, even including the masking tape you'll be using to keep the existing deadbolt's front half from falling down when you'll be removing the back half. The smart lock is only compatible with those deadbolts that are separate from the doorknob, also known as single-cylinder deadbolts, meaning that mortise, rim cylinder, and interconnected locks aren't supported, which is fairly standard as far as smart home security solutions are concerned. Number 2. Yale Security SL Deadbolt Smart Lock. Adding senses. The Yale Security Assure Lock SL looks so slim that it is hard to imagine this lock being able to provide enough security, yet that's precisely what this device will be doing. Before that, though, you'll have to install the lock, which is not the challenging part. From where we're standing, most people, even those with no prior experience, should be able to install this device onto most wooden doors within 20 to 30 minutes. The lock's rear side holds the large battery case that's somewhat flimsy though, so we would recommend treating with caution here. The locking mechanism is also there, featuring this rounded design that's fairly attractive but takes up more space on the door's back than you'd expect. What's neat is the feature the company calls Door Sense that uses this small magnet attached to the frame to detect when the bolts slid into place, locking the door. In other words, the device is able to detect when someone's triggered the lock but decided to leave the door ajar. Sure, the feature will not be automatically closing the door for you, but it will be providing useful reassurance, letting you know that the locks worked when you trigger the mechanism remotely. Number 1. Prodigy Smart Lock Cylindrical Lock. Low-profile lock. The Prodigy Smart Lock Cylindrical Lock is that stylish, low-profile lock that will be adding aesthetics points and keep the premises more than secure. You can choose between flat black, satin nickel, and satin chrome finishes, all modern-looking, sleek, and streamlined. The 12-key illuminated touchpad will enable comfortable input, even at night. Aside from the illuminated part, these keypads are also fingerprint-resistant, so intruders won't be able to access the lock via identity theft. The keypads do not wear down, meaning that they will not start showing signs telling burglars which keys you've been pressing more all these years. Plus, you won't have to press them too hard since the keys are sensitive and responsive. Of course, settings electronics aside, smart locks are still locks, so they ought to be resistant to physical tampering too. That's not where the product drops the ball though, incorporating high-strength hardware that has been tested up to 1 million cycles, which is 6 times more than what standard residential locks endure.